So this is my first time doing this type of thing, so we're just going to see how this goes. Before we start, I just want to say thank you so much for getting me to 150 plus watchers on DeviantArt. Y'all are amazing. Before we start, I just want to say there will be spoilers for books 1 through 5 of Wings of Fire. Okay, now let's start. At the start of book 1, the dragonists tell us the personality of each of the sisters. Start with what they say about Burn. Burn is allied with the Skywings and Mudwings. She could crush the others in claw-to-claw combat. If she wins, she will probably keep the war going just for fun. Let's see what they say about Blister. Blister is allied with the Seawings, and later in the books we see she has gained an alliance with the Nightwings. More about that later. She's smarter than the other two combined. She's also convincing. If she wins, she will probably take over the other tribes. It was her idea to start the war. She knew she couldn't kill Burn in a regular battle for the throne. Blaze. She's a SandWing favorite. Burn and Blister would destroy her in a regular battle for the throne. She's allied with the Icewings and most of the SandWing. She's also as smart as a concussed sheep. Most of you would say Burn definitely would be a horrible queen, which is fair considering what she's done. But what exactly are the negatives about her being queen, and maybe there might even be a few positives. Very clearly in the books that she likes odd things. She could easily stay in her room for days if she had something weird to look at or dissect. First arc, we know that Burn has a tower in her stronghold called the Weirdling Tower, where she keeps all her gross and disgusting dragons and anything else she thinks of as an oddity. In book 1, The Dragonette Prophecy, we even see that Queen Scarlet tries to give Sunny to Burn as a gift. Thankfully, we don't have to see her little ball of sunshine in that wretched place for another 4 whole books. I feel like if Burn were in Reign of the SandWings, it would not exactly be chaos. Most likely she would do beheadings that would be mandatory for a tribe to come to, scaring away any dragons that would question her word. Well, if they weren't already scared away by her herself. So most likely would have the war going just for her pleasure. If you were to say Scarlet never got hit by venom and still ruled the Skywings, she would still be Burn's ally. But since Ruby is queen, I know she wouldn't keep the alliance with Burn. Morhen would probably a little later see that nothing good was coming out of this war. But she might still keep the alliance going because of the threat that Burn set at the beginning of the war to make sure she had the Mudwings as allies. Any of you that don't know or don't remember what the threat was, I'll tell you. She promised Morhen that if she had her as an ally, she wouldn't attack her for 100 years. But if she didn't accept this offer, right when she became queen, she would bring her army and attack the Mudwings. Yes. Agree with me or not, Burn would bring SandWings to power, and not lowly and disoriented tribe. But in the right way, not at all. Next, Princess Blister. Blister is very convincing, and when she wants something, she will find a way to get what she wants. She's also smart, which I mean isn't a bad thing when you have to have smarts, strategy, and be convincing to be a queen. Blister has all 3 of these characteristics, but she doesn't use them in the right way. Never find out where her stronghold is, or what she promised the Seawings in return for their alliance. But frankly, I feel like Queen Coral would be her ally without any promises. Just some well played out words and convincing attitude would work for Blister. I'm not calling Queen Coral dumb or anything like that. I'm just saying she's easy to convince, and Blister is just really good at it. We later learned that Blister has allied with the Nightwings and promised them that if she won, she would help them destroy the Rainwings and take over the Rainforest. This night, book 5, we learned from Blister herself, she says it, that it was her idea to start the war, because she knew she wouldn't be able to defeat Burn in a normal fight for the throne. She took the rest of the SandWing treasure, and that she thinks that she's the rightful queen of the SandWings. If she was crowned queen, I feel like she would definitely try to take over the tribes. Seawings first. I think she would go for the Seawings first because she knows Queen Coral's strategies. She knows how to convince her to do things that work more in Blister's favor than Coral's. Coral deliberately give her throne over to Blister, so that's a 50-50 chance. Coral can be convinced easily, but Coral is not dumb. She knows how to be a good queen, and has been ruling for the longest, other than Scarlet. If Blister had set up a trap that made it look like Coral killed her council members, like the Seawing Massacre in Book of Darkstalker, Blister could make Coral's own tribe turn on her, and at any good moment, Blister could volunteer to become queen. After that, she'll probably take on the Mudwings and so forth. Blister will be able to get her own tribe's need, but not as violent as Burn, but is definitely as, or if not more, hungry for power. Blister would be a smart queen, but a smart queen is not always a good queen. Last, Blaze. As we know, Blaze is as smart as a snail and obsessed with jewels and money. But she is the youngest and would have the longest reign as queen. Blister relies a lot on Queen Glacier, which is not a good thing when you are queen. In the Hidden Kingdom, we see that after Blaze gets cut up by Deathbringer, she says that she will wait for Glacier, so Glacier can sort this all out instead of her. An example is in The Brightest Night, when Blister challenges Blaze to a fight for the throne, and Blaze asked if Queen Glacier can fight for her, but Glacier has to tell Blaze that this was her battle to fight. She will also pretty much do anything for jewels and money, which is not exactly the best thing for a queen to be addicted to. As we all know, Blaze is pretty dumb. Yes, it's true, but with a few council members, I feel like she might have a chance at being an okay queen. This is how I would envision her reign. No starving dragons. Yes, her hierarchy would probably be richest dragons to poorest, but at least she wouldn't be trying to take over the tribes or keep the war going just for fun. She made a council. I bet they would be able to keep her along on track and at least be stable. She is also the youngest princess, so she would have the longest reign as queen if no one else challenges her, which I think would be the best for a tribe that has been in war against each other. So what y'all have all been waiting for, my choice for the Queen of the SandWings is Blaze! But darn, I am glad the Ivonics chose Thorn because we can all agree she is the best dragon for the job. Okay, now a little bit about the artwork. I drew the scene in Book 5, The Brightest Night, where Sunny is dream visiting Blaze, telling her to meet them at Burn's stronghold. In the book, it says that Blaze is having a dream about being back in the desert, so I thought I'd draw that for this video. I don't usually draw the scale so much, but I thought I'd give it a go, and I really like how it turned out. I played a little bit with the lighting, but in the end, I think it looks alright. This is my first time drawing sand dunes, so I'm pretty proud of myself right now. Well, I think that's about it, but before you close the video, I just want to say thank you so much to Anxious Leopard on DeviantArt. I'm so grateful that you drew Stargazer. It looks so cute. Thank you so much. Okay, well, that's about it. Remember, voiceovers on Saturdays and speed paints on Wednesdays. Like and subscribe to my channel so you know what's going on. Have a wonderful day or night.